Imagine this. You're in your garden, and a butterfly flutters by, casting a shadow over you. In the distance, an ant the size of a dog carrying a cinder block like it's a mere crumb. The buzzing you hear isn't from a tiny bee, but from a hornet as large as a hawk. It's a world where the tiniest creatures have become titans. The sudden appearance of giant insects would send shockwaves through ecosystems, triggering mass extinctions and total food chain collapse. Predatory insects like mantises and giant spiders would wipe out small mammals, birds, and reptiles, rapidly disrupting natural predator-prey balances. Meanwhile, herbivorous giants, caterpillars the size of buses or beetles the size of cars, would devour entire forests, leaving barren landscapes in their wake. Pollination patterns would collapse, affecting agriculture and plant life, creating a domino effect of destruction across the planet. But it wouldn't just be nature struggling to adapt. Human civilization itself would be in a fight for survival. The sheer territorial needs of these colossal creatures would force brutal battles for dominance, not just between insects, but against humans and other apex predators. Just imagine a lion squaring off against a towering, eight-legged nightmare. Sounds like something straight out of a low-budget sci-fi movie. Now, the important question: if insects were human-sized, would they become the dominant species? Consider the praying mantis, a master predator known for taking down prey much larger than itself. Now, imagine it at human size. Its razor-sharp forelegs would be powerful enough to snatch and crush full-grown adults in an instant. With lightning-fast reflexes and near-perfect camouflage, you'd better hope you never cross paths with one. But size alone doesn't guarantee dominance. Intelligence, social structures, and adaptability are just as crucial. While some insects, like ants and bees, exhibit remarkably complex social behaviors, their cognitive abilities are still limited compared to humans. So, while a giant ant colony could be an overwhelming force, coordinating attacks and constructing massive underground fortresses, they wouldn't necessarily outthink us. Strategy, technology, and problem-solving would still give humans the edge, at least as long as we stay one step ahead of these titanic terrors. How would we survive in a world dominated by giant insects? Cities wouldn't just be urban centers anymore, they'd become fortified strongholds, surrounded by towering walls, automated turrets, and electrified barriers to keep these massive creatures at bay. Everyday life would be a constant battle for survival, with watchtowers scanning the horizon for approaching threats, and entire districts forced into lockdown when swarms descend. Technology would evolve to meet the challenge. Armored vehicles could become the norm, built to withstand attacks from gargantuan predators. Weapons technology would advance, shifting focus from human warfare to the development of high-powered energy weapons, acid-based deterrents, and sonic disruptors. Anything to counter the near-indestructible exoskeletons of these monsters. Even agriculture would be a war zone. Farms would no longer be open fields, but heavily guarded biodomes, equipped with netting, repellent systems, and drone sentries to fend off towering locusts, car-sized beetles, and monstrous caterpillars that could devour an entire harvest overnight. So if you fancy a walk, you better be strapped up, or you'll end up centipede food. But could insects really grow that big? In reality, insects are limited in size due to their respiratory systems. They breathe through a network of tiny tubes called tracheae, which deliver oxygen directly to their tissues. This system works efficiently for small bodies, but doesn't scale up well. Larger bodies would require more oxygen, and the tracheal system wouldn't be able to meet the demand. Insects aren't just creepy crawlies, they're essential architects of life, driving pollination, decomposition, and maintaining the food web. Their current sizes aren't random. They're the product of millions of years of evolution, fine-tuning them for survival within nature's intricate design. While the idea of human-sized insects is both thrilling and downright terrifying, it serves as a powerful reminder. Every species has its place and purpose. So, the next time you see a tiny ant carrying a crumb or a bee buzzing from flower to flower, take a moment to appreciate them. And thank God that you'll never have to go face-to-face with a 6-foot spider. So, if insects were as big as humans, our world would be unrecognizable. A battlefield of towering predators, collapsing ecosystems, and a daily fight for survival. Luckily, this nightmare scenario is nothing more than a thought experiment. For now. Let me know in the comments which giant insect would be the most terrifying. And if you love diving into mind-bending what-if scenarios, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious.